And that was Aliens.
That was Aliens. Likes, dislikes.
I like so much. So as far as kind of my big likes there, I kind of like the this odd focus that like motherhood had on the story. I felt like, with Ripley kind of taking care of the kid. She finds out her daughter is dead and gone. There's the taking care of the kid, kind of taking care of the crew. They use like words like impregnating a lot. I felt like that was just kind of a common theme that came up, and maybe it was just a harp on like why, she kind of had this transformation of being like really scared in the beginning, and kind of like nervous to go back to the planet and deal with the aliens, to at some point like kind of taking responsibility. When like she drove that vehicle back in to rescue everyone when they were talking about just leaving, she did all that, going out of her way to save Newt. I felt like that was kind of transformative, and I felt like kind of that motherhood theme was real heavy in this, especially even on the alien side with the Queen and everything being involved. So I just like that felt like kind of a core thing to this movie overall, and I thought they handled it pretty well. So that was a big like.
Yeah. I liked it a lot. Rarely a sequel will measure up to the first, so that was pretty cool. Not a ton of downtime, a lot of action.
Mm-hmm.
Classic big space, fuck the little guy vibes as well. Don't have a lot of complaints other than just that like final scene there where like Bishop's cut in half and everything, and then so the ripped in half AI and the little girl have a better grip from getting sucked into space than the alien does.
Yeah.
And then if the alien, was holding on to Ripley's foot, this giant thing, and, she's got like her arm wedged onto the ladder, I just felt maybe her arm probably should have broken there.
There definitely should have been a little bit of damage. The only way I can kind of justify that in my head is that with it being the Queen, she's not really built for combat. She's built for reproduction. So, like, she's pretty spindly overall. She's got the big-ass crest, which makes her look just magnificent.
Right.
But overall, I mean, she is probably, like, more feeble than, like, the warrior aliens that,
but
were kind
huge,
of... Yeah, but big as shit. So, like, definitely should have, like, broken something on Ripley. She should have had some damage.
Yeah.
I think for that to really... I guess for the Queen to be at least more meaningful or impactful on that ending sequence rather than just, oh, no!
Yeah.
We just keep dying by air ducts or, vacuums or whatever.
Yeah.
But...
And on Ripley's way back up, just hit the switch again instead of climbing all the way out and then closing the door.
Yeah, I don't fully understand that, but I think it was just to draw it out more and be annoying. But yeah, it's like, come on, hit the button again. It's right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I really don't have complaints. I very much enjoyed it.
Yeah. And my thing as far as just kind of complaints was just the like Ripley's kind of experience with the aliens overall, like just kind of being we don't utilize it in certain scenarios. So like in some cases, like she's like super on it and like is helpful with them, and then in other cases it's like, oh yeah, we didn't think to look in the ceiling ducts to where the aliens can roam around completely freely.
Yeah.
It just felt like the preparedness it felt like she had at certain times was completely offset by the lack of preparedness they were able to do. And with her kind of being the only one with that experience, I felt like they picked and chose, when she was going to be on it and when she wasn't going to be. So I thought that was a little weak.
Well, I mean, who knew it was a drop ceiling that was capable of supporting aliens, though,
I guess.
I mean, you ever mess with a drop ceiling? It can't support anything,
And then I gotta say, just the most nitpicking thing is just the alien queen taking the elevator up at the end.
Yes.
It's like, how the fuck does it know how to operate an elevator? You have to hit a button. It has to know where it's going.
True.
Like, it required manual input, and the fact that the alien queen was able to do that is just stupid as shit.
Or the fact that the elevator was even still operating with all of
everything else
hell going on amongst.
You'd think everything electrical or mechanical for the most part, would just be done for. So definitely a little bit of oddity.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a whole thing.